Before we start, you guys are about to hear a banger, and I'm going to be dancing around my office. See you guys in just a minute. Oh yeah. Uh-oh. It's happening. Woo! Oh yeah. Uh-oh. What up? Bo, bo, bo. Ooh. Come on now. God damn, Doobie Brothers. Give me that Michael McDonald. Yamo be there, baby. What's up, guys? What a day. God, does it get better than fucking Yacht Rock? Can we be for real for a minute? I had to, dude. I put that on and I was just like, fucking dancing around my office. Couldn't even turn the camera on. Because I'm still white. Anyway. What's up, Hawk? QD. Boar, Miggy. Vish. CJ, Hunting Pips. What's up? Vish, this is your first Doobie Bros? Come on, man. Don't make me put on Christopher Cross or something. You're going to be fucking bleeding from the ears. Anyway, guys, we're literally doing nothing here on the chart, so this might be a vibe day. So I am happy to have a whole lot of nothing going on here. Fucking A, this is such a banger. I'd love to see the Venn diagram of like traders, old men, newbies. Like, where does Doobie Brothers fall into the middle? Everybody fucking loves Yacht Rock. I don't care what anybody says. But something for musicianship. There's actually a really funny documentary on Yacht Rock on HBO, I think it was, and how like Yacht Rock took over and then just died. And I think it's pretty hilarious. Very much went the way of disco, you know? Everybody was into it until they weren't. What's up, Com? What's up, A. Miller? Hey, we're all Unk. Unk is a vibe, right? I posted a thing on my Instagram. I love the fact, it's so stupid, guys. The fact that if I turn the volume down, the frickin' knob on the receiver starts moving. It's just the simple things, you know what I mean? Anyway, I'm trying to figure out what the hell happened to my trading view chart section here. Got a little out of whack. 140 by 254. Give me a second here. Oops. Am I retard? It would appear so. The fuck? We're gonna ride with it. What's up, AXP? I am feeling good. Minute by minute. Come on, guys. Can we be for real? Let's be so for real for a minute. Yacht rock is just the vibe. I don't know anybody that puts yacht rock on and is like, no, I'm sad. Everybody's just like grooving to this stuff. What's up, Mike? Yeah, guys, I don't know. I just like have a smile on my face. Ever since I put this record player back in my office, I could not be happier. Like, I have been jamming out in here. So, to that point, let's do our poll of the day before we get into the futures. 3 records. All right. Number 1, Construed. Big fan. Synthwave. If you're kind of into the 80s throwback synthesizer stuff. Okay, Construed. Little known. 7 Days of Funk. Snoop Dogg and Dame Funk. Dame Funk is an LA legend in the funk sphere, as they say. And then last but not least, we've got Panda Bear. So, those are our 3 options today after this yacht rock kind of phases out. Record do we spin? Dame Funk, Snoop Dogg, 7 Days of Funk. And the last option, Panda Bear. We'll leave that up for 10 minutes, and then we'll listen to whatever for the rest of the day. Did I tone down the lighting yet? A little bit, yeah. It's weird, because the one screen, like if I have my OBS on one screen, I look like 10 shades darker for some reason. So, I'm figuring it out. What trades did I already do? I am in a options trade, and I took kind of a mess around short on MNQ. Let me tell you guys where that is. I'm copy trading it, so I signed up for some of those TPTs that Jake shouted out. So if you guys aren't familiar, TPT has a 50% off sale going on right now, which is wild. You can get the 25Ks for like $70 or so. 50Ks I think are like 85, and the 100Ks I think are like 180. And I know Jake took some trades on those this morning, but that is kind of a crazy deal. I know that Funded Seat kind of popped into this daily payout structure and got a bit of the smoke lately, but TPT is kind of the OG on the daily payouts, and I'm copy trading some MNQ. I am short from 260. 3260 is my MNQ short. So I'll throw that on the screen. We'll talk to the structure and why I took that. All right. There we go. So if you guys are just tuning in, thank you so much for joining. My name is Mitch. If you guys aren't familiar, I am evidently the yacht rock guy. And I am the kind of gamma geek. I trade order flow is what a lot of people would call it. Kind of this combination of positioning and then watching for some order behavior to see if we can't catch some directional moves. So we'll go over the pre-market plan because today's was a banger. I'm so tempted to start sharing those videos on like YouTube and Instagram again because I feel like people are sleeping on it. So if you're not in the Discord, you're not seeing those pre-market plans and preparing for the day the way that you could, you're probably gambling a little too much. But if you take those pre-market plans into account, I think you saw today coming. Some could say from a mile away. Let's see, I think I had to do this competition from Lucid, My Funded Futures. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, guys, is the prop space is a competitive space. All these prop firms are competing for your eyeballs and ultimately your dollars and ultimately the best traders. So how are they going to get those people under the umbrella, right? They have to stay competitive with who else is out there. So when you have someone like a TPT, who's kind of like the big dog in the daily trade space, or daily payout space, I should say, it's no surprise that they came in swinging with the 50% off and they cut the eval time from 5 days down to 3. Everyone's got to keep up with the Jones, right? So if you are interested, you've now got multiple great options. We're obviously going to kind of try to point you between our best partners that we are most familiar with, and all of us on the network trade with the most. So TPT for daily payouts, up there, long established. Jake's been milking those guys for God knows how long, right? Alan, I know, has taken a lot. I personally have stayed away from the daily payouts for the most part. My first kind of dabble into it really was with 10-4, and that's what got me moved live with those guys. And I will say, just to shout out 10-4 really quickly, I know that they shared, originally a lot of people were interested in them because they actually had this really nice drawdown of $2,500 on those 50K accounts. That is back. So it went from 2,000 or 2,500 down to 2,000. They're back at 2,500. So if you want a little bit more leeway in your futures trading, make sure to check out 10-4. But today we're just talking about TPT, Take Profit Trader, and those 50% off sales. I don't think they're lasting more than a week. I think this is a very brief thing. So if you want to snatch some of those up, I would do that. TOS indicator. I have no experience with TOS. I know a bunch of these old heads do, but I don't have any experience to tell you how to build a TOS indicator. I don't even like doing indicators on TradeStation, and that's my broker. So good luck to you. Apex, I couldn't tell you, and I don't really have any exposure to Apex. I think everybody has a story from Apex, but I couldn't even begin to tell you what to expect there. It is monthly, but the nice thing on this deal, Luke, with TPT is that there is no activation fee, and what you pay is what you pay. So it is a sub. So if you fail this and it's 50% off, presumably the next month when that comes back in, you would be able to lock in that 50% off, right? And that's for life, no activation fees, I believe. So check that one out. All right, we're going to get this out. There's our poll. Pick which record. If you guys don't know, pick something. We'll throw one on as soon as this Doobie Brothers is over. Yeah, that sucks, Boar. All right, guys, let's get right into it. So as you can see on the screen, I am currently short on MNQ by about 12 contracts. I'm copy trading that sucker, and I took that trade. If you look at kind of the why, we're going to get into that here in a second. This is the pre-market positioning. Okay, so if the pre-market positioning is essentially telling you a couple of things. If you get over this spot, you can really ramp higher, right, before we start slowing down. Market makers, if you cover this strike about 78.70 on the day, the potential to absolutely rip was there. Market makers would have to buy so many futures, right? So we could really soar if we get up there. You know what else looked like that? Friday. If you guys were here on Friday and we were talking about what did the structure look like, are market makers helping me or hurting me? Everything that they were going to do to help us was way overhead. And the fact we couldn't even dabble up there before getting sold down, well, same story today, basically. We were going to be in this range between 78.30 and this kind of 78.95, where we are right now. This was kind of this range that I was expecting us to stay in, which is pretty much the entirety of Friday's range, right? So if you're looking for an inside day, the potential was there. But if we somehow got bid through this, what I would call a very thin range, right? Market makers weren't helping us get up there, but they weren't hurting us either. So if the market really wanted to do it, nothing was standing in its way. So where are the bulls? Where did they go? Back to their cave, I guess. I guess that's bears. I don't know what I'm saying. But you guys get the idea, right? Whoever was supposed to bid us up and say, hey, this is the day for the breakout. The potential was there, except it was so high that if you didn't get up there, where are they probably going to pin us? What should we expect? Well, what we should expect is literally right here. All of this should kind of keep us contained and slow us down. If we get lower, we've got to get a lot lower before we get sold down, right? Before we accelerate and market makers sell futures to really sink us on the day, we first got to get under this and under this. And in these two places, we knew they were buying. right? And as long as we're over this accelerator to the downside, market makers have to buy until we force them to do something else. So with all of that coming in, my base case on the day was a whole lot of get stuck going nowhere. If we can't break over this one, it points us into this range. If we can't get under here and under here, it points us kind of right back there, right? What are we doing? Where have we gone? Nowhere. Where? Nowhere. I know you guys know what that's from. If I have to explain what that's from, I'm in trouble. I am officially unk at that point. Outside. You're funny, dude. All right, so let's I got to see the votes here. What are we looking like? 13 votes is all. It's fine. It wasn't really close. We will go 14, 50. God damn it, guys. This is me sucking at polls on YouTube. So here we go. Let me throw this record on quick. And I got to tell you guys, if you don't know anything about Comtrues is my dude. I actually met him when I first moved to LA. He was playing a show in Silver Lake, and I was like, "Oh, this is my shit." I grew up watching 80s action movies and playing Nintendo and early 90s stuff, and it's a lot of synthesizer, right? So he is kind of a synth wizard. So I guarantee you guys have heard Chillwave before. This guy's like the godfather of Chillwave. So I'm going to throw this on, and then we'll talk about the intraday positioning here. All right, and we're back. We are back. Oh, Joe Vegs, I love that you binge Dark. I guarantee season 1 was like a show that you were going, holy shit, this is amazing. So, very happy for you to get on the Dark train. All right, guys. So, now that we've got our record on, let's talk about intraday positioning. This was our pre-market plan and our profile, right? What do we need to do to talk about the intraday? 1040 by 808. There we go. Give me 1 second, guys. Let's see if I can fix this chart. I don't know why it got... There we go. There we go. Now we can see. Yes. Yes. God damn it. Okay, let's leave that alone so I don't piss it off anymore. Intraday positioning, okay? This was our pre-market. What do things look like now? Right at the start of the stream, what does it look like now? Pretty much the same. Range with a couple tests inside, but mostly the floor has moved up. We are either going to finish closer to this middle kind of spot, or we're going to come down to the strongest overall floor, right? But the structure is saying, hey, no real impetus to sell aggressively unless you kind of get way down here. So unless we're flirting with disaster, we're probably just going to get stuck in here, guys, right? Hate to say it, but nobody's really showing up. The market is just kind of sitting on its hands, doing a whole lot of jack shit. Okay, so as far as expectations for the afternoon, I hate to say it, if you're trading ES, your eyes are going to bleed. And to the point about VIX, VIX is so low. Most of what we have in VIX and this kind of grindy, poppy mess is everything about last week and us jumping up like a point in VIX is mostly weekend carry, right? VIX is measured on calendar days, not trading days, calendar days. So when you take the weekend, that's 2 less days. So VIX is always going to be a little bit higher coming in on the week, right? So could we go lower? Absolutely we could. But if we're going to go lower, something's got to give us that shove. And market makers aren't really helping except for this little bit. We're likelier to kind of hold here, right? Holy shit, something's up with this record. Give me 2 seconds. My God, what the fuck? I think I got the RPMs wrong for this. Jesus. Sorry, guys, we're officially skipping that. Unfortunately, I think that record is, I believe that it is unfortunately warped a little bit. So it sat in storage too long and probably needs to get flattened out. So we're going to bail on that. We'll throw something else on here. Yeah, you guys can't really worry about VIX too much. We're at all-time highs. Basically, nobody's worried about buying downside protection. They're more worried about chasing the upside. So VIX is going to be a little funky. This week is really kind of wild. We have OPEX on Friday. So if you guys are unfamiliar with what that means, it's just a bunch of people are holding their hedges. And basically, as those hedges come off, then maybe we get a little movement. But right now, there's no real fear. There's more FOMO. So, yes, you certainly can do that, Luke. Actually, stone's throw. Oh, I do. Right here. Can you see that? I know you can see that logo. Stone's throw. 7 Days of Funk, Dame Funk. So whoever shouted out Stone's Throw, fuck yeah, Cousin Kush. Big Stone's Throw guy. Peanut Butter Wolf, all that. Let's do it. Here we go. May the funk be with you. Oh, what's up, Meatwad? What's my MNQ2? Let's see if I can put a target on it for you. Basically, kind of like a gap fill type trade. I wasn't looking for anything too crazy, guys, but I'm playing it off of this idea that if we fade, right? If we fade down into this kind of balance area on ES, I just want to be along for the ride on MNQ. MNQ or NQ has been mostly stronger today, looking like it wanted to break out compared to ES, but because ES is weak, I want to see if I can get that point capture from this area over here to basically say I can drop further with MNQ and capture more points than sitting in like a 10 or 15 point ES trade, right? So there you go. I'm a big funk fan, guys. Can't help it. Anyway, this is our intraday positioning, all right? So market makers should drive us down, even passively. They should just be selling futures, and they're probably not going to slow us down, right, until we get down here. So every day we're on stream, I'm talking about where can they buy us to, where can they sell us to. So if we're running a race and it started here, and we know after the London close, right about here, this is our race now. We only care about here to here, and we know that there's half as many people as there were at the start of the trading day. So if that's the case, what do I know about what they have to do? we're pretty much going to finish in one of two places more than likely. Market makers are going to sell us down to kind of the strongest balance between where they have to buy and sell, right? Or we kind of just drift back up into the middle and pretty much finish the day unchanged, let's say. General win rate is probably like 65 to 70%. I actually think it's higher technically, but it depends on what account, right? Some accounts I'm more aggressive with futures, some I'm just kind of scalping, so I'm not looking for as big of moves, and I'm happy to have a higher win rate because I'm scalping big size. But if I'm just doing my general kind of normal trading, I think it's hovering 65 to 70%. I'll start documenting that. I know Alan's really good about using a trade documentation system. I used to use TradeZella, and then I just didn't need to anymore. And kind of fell out of it, because if you have Claude, you can literally personalize anything. You don't need to pay for any service. So as long as you know how to prompt halfway decently with an LLM, like you don't, there's no skill required. You know what I mean? So yeah. All right, give me 2 seconds, guys. I'm going to see. Got to make sure I remember how to do this thing. Option. See if I can do this here. Shit. Sorry guys, I'm trying to figure out what just happened here. There we go. Can I crank it? Who doesn't like a little Dame Funk? Straddle is microscopic, guys. The range that they are pricing in is quite poor. So it's very, very tiny. If I go update that, the market is basically telling us let me know, guys, if you can hear this okay. I don't want to be fighting the music too bad. That's my little Snoop Dogg dance. Hope you guys like it. This better not get clipped because I am white as fuck. All right. For whoever's asking about my TP, I'm just looking to see if ES makes this move down to like this 77, 75-ish area. If I kind of forecast and say, 10 more points of ES, I think that should be like 60 to 100 points on MNQ. So we'll see what we get, right? I think it's going to be a slow, grindy thing. So if I'm looking at that from like a regular trading hours gap, I would probably expect to see that gap kind of like closed. If I get that move here, sorry, I don't normally have two charts up at the same time, so I'm trying to like make this better. But that's what I'm looking for. I'm gonna hold this MNQ trade until, you know, probably that area. And I will say, I am personally trading right now some of these TPT accounts. So I did a couple 50Ks, but right now I'm trading 3 25Ks, and then I've got 2 50Ks on TPT. So code RAKE, 50% off if you guys want a daily payout prop that you guys can trade and get daily payouts. They moved the eval process from 5 days down to 3. So I just need to make like 750, 50% consistency rule on these. So I'm trying to hit that and go from there. So if I can at least get 750 bucks on these, then I'll be well on the way. So I'm going to try to hold for ES to drift down to this 77.75, and whatever I get on MNQ is what I get. So I'm not really too fussed about it. Nothing too crazy. So the 50Ks, I had a better entry on my short, but these are the 25K accounts on TPT. So small size, small risk, away you go. Should days leading to OPEX be upside supporting? In a normal market, but we're off sides. All the speculation is higher. So if we don't fill that speculation higher, we come back down and we actually get passively sold. Most of the time in OPEX, you're right. It's the other way around, right? You get held low and you decay up because all the speculation for puts are to the downside. So you float up. A normal OPEX structure. This is not a normal structure. You guys have to tell me too, is everything coming okay across on the stream? Because I know before we had some streaming issues with video quality and what have you, so I just want to make sure that everything's looking all right. Make sure we are peachy. Everything looks good to me from what I see from my computer, but YouTube always throws some weird warnings, so I'm kind of like, I never know. Part of me feels like I'm yelling at you guys because there is music behind me, so you'll have to tell me if it's off. But I'm trying to just keep the vibes nice and fun today. I am feeling good. Started the stream hot with some Doobie Brothers. little yacht rock, some dad rock, and now we're just hanging, guys. Today, again, base case for me was kind of rangy chop coming in. If we get some downside, it's gonna just slowly grind down here. We could easily come right back up into the afternoon, but my base case here about why I'm playing for the downside is because it's going to be really hard to sell further unless we go way deeper. And right now the market is not pricing for that outcome. All I think of when I hear this record is I think of that Randy's Donuts sign. Compton. Whoever shouted out Stone's Throw, good call, man. If you guys just understood that this is what I'm doing when I'm working, when I'm not trading on stream, and I'm just like typing in the Discord or doing my day job, now that I've got all this set up behind me, I'm on cloud 9, man. It's like my favorite thing in the world is just jamming. And I've got weird taste. I'm all over the place. But anybody who's not down with funk, get the fuck out. The fact we started with Doobie Brothers and now we're like hard pivot is so funny to me. But here we are. Yeah, I mean, was there potential to go higher today, Cole? Sure. But I think the problem is ES was always kind of pointing at chop. So it was really hard to get too on board with it. And yeah, it is what it is, you know? Boom, 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 boom. Anyway, guys, I'm going to turn that down just a little bit so I can actually focus. I want to make sure I'm engaging with you guys. It's fun to just sit and chill and listen to music and trade. Obviously, we're sitting in a trade. There's nothing I can do. I'm just waiting it out, right? I've got a clear target in my mind. I know where I think we're going to go. I'm just along for the ride on MNQ and go for that. This is a prop firm account. This is I'm trading the evals. If you guys check, if you're unfamiliar, Take Profit Trader, otherwise known as TPT. All right, they are offering a 50% discount with code RAKE. So I snatched a couple of the 25K, sorry, 3 of the 25Ks, which I'm trading live right now, and then 2 of the 50Ks cost me a combined maybe $480 or something for all 5 of those accounts. And basically it's a 3-day to pass. There is a consistency rule on the evals, but once you get past that point, you can start taking daily payouts on the fundeds. So Jake, I think, just got a $30,000 payout last week off of one big trade. That's the benefit of taking a Take Profit Trader account, right? With 10-4, who I'll shout out quickly as well, they just moved me live, so I'm waiting to get started there. I got moved live on the back of those daily accounts they offered. So they have increased the drawdown on some of their other accounts to $2,500 on a 50K, which is really attractive if you're new to props. But it's really hard to not want to snatch up a bunch of these TPT accounts when they're 50% off. That doesn't happen that often. So that is what I am trading. Excuse me. Let's see. It is not ETEP. It is not. What's my target, if you don't mind me asking? Basically, I'm going to hold that MNQ until ES trades down to this. And if they don't and we come back and I get stopped out, fine. But that is my TP. I think we are eventually just going to grind down on ES towards this 77.75 area. It would be the slowest 10 points in history at this point, but I expect as long as we are under here, if we get any selling in the market at all, it's just going to help us drift down there lower, because I know that market makers have to sell as long as I'm under this strike. Now, the only counterpoint to that is, what if somebody in the market steps in and starts bidding us up? Then I can see us kind of coming back closer to the 77.95 on ES, at which point I'd likely get stopped out or pretty close to it on MNQ. And that's fine. But I think if we just continue to drift down, market makers are going to have to keep selling. And then when we get here, it's like a magnet, right? This one big position lower here is just going to suck us into its orbit. All the options that market makers were selling earlier, they have to buy, or sorry, that they were buying earlier to like support us. Eventually, as we get closer to this finish line, the end of the day, if I know that market makers at this position right here have to start buying all of those futures back because we're getting closer to the finish line, market makers are trying to stay flat. So when they buy and sell futures, they're just trying to stay flat. They're not trying to make profit the way that you think they are, right? You think directionally. You think, oh, I want to go long, so I need price to go here. So I have to buy futures for it to get there. A market maker is saying, oh, price is going up, and depending on how we know they're positioned, these red bars mean if we're under them, they sell. If we move above them and it's over one of these red positions, they buy. And we know the green positions are basically a bunch of market makers parked there going, you get closer to me on the way up, I'm selling you away. You get closer to me on the way down, I'm buying you, slowing you up. But the closer we get to the finish line, that behavior flips on the green bars. Everything they sold out earlier, if you're close by, everything they sold out earlier, if you move up towards them, they buy back. So they pull you closer now. But if we're a little too low into the end of the day, the bigger the green bar, the more of those futures they bought earlier, they have to sell out, right? So if we know where they're sitting and how they're positioned, we know kind of based on the time of the day and how they're sitting, are they buying futures or selling? And where should I target? That's it, right? I am literally sitting here going, no one's buying enough to escape the range. So the longer we chop around, the more likely they're going to sell me down to this biggest spot in the range. It's a fact. It's data. So as long as we're there, as long as we're poking around in here, we're going to go deeper. And as you can see, that MNQ position is doing quite well indeed. All right. Bang, bang. Skeet, skeet. Should I flip the record? I think I should. How do I compare the difference in SPX and ES faster than comparing a time, price, and subtracting? What is your real question? How do I get the basis difference? I just look at SPX and I look at ES at the open and say, how many points different are they? And that's close enough for me. I hope that's your question. If not, my bad. All right. The record has been flipped, y'all.
Yeah.
So funky.
Niggas hit the pavement when I come through slow in a 6'4", hanging out the window. Niggas hit the pavement when I fall through the club, chucking up the dub when you scrub. Niggas hit the pavement, DF on the beat.
I basically, guys, need about $200 more or so to get that 50%.
I'm in a coke white BM, just clocked in at 11 p.m. While I'm blowing my meds, most of y'all niggas probably going to bed. I'm out in the red, coming back home with the gold. Hand on my marrow.
Actually, Vish, you're right. What is it to pass the 25K? Oops. Let me scramble to TPT's website. I probably fucked that up on the... I don't normally trade 25Ks, but I wanted to try. Uh-oh. Vish might have just saved my ass, guys. 50%. No, I'm good. 750. $750. 50%. Yeah, so I'm good. I'm getting close, right? Like I'm very close. So we'll see if we get it. The pavement. So I need about 150 more dollars. So this is with a total of 4 micros per 25K account. 4 micros, looking to capture $750, which is, I don't even know how many points, probably 100 points. Is that right? This shows you how little I paid attention to this trade today. That's probably not the right thing to be saying or admitting on the stream, but it's true. Yeah, so just under, I think 90 points. 90 points is what I'm looking for. No, I'm just, like I said, Vish, I've never really done these 25Ks, so I was like, oh, I'll give it a shot. They're so cheap. I can keep my targets low on days where I don't want to get too aggressive, right? Like, I'll just take the trade. And that's what we're sitting in. So we are approaching the target. So for all of you guys wondering, what is your TP? We've got the gap fill on MNQ, which earlier was stronger than ES. ES literally has not moved, and God knows how long here. I think that might actually be a consequence of my trading view, it looks like, which is super fucking annoying, by the way. As you can see, it is 100% like glitching out on me, which is annoying. I was wondering what was going on. I was like, ES has to be lower if NQ is doing this, but now nothing is working for me. Why the fuck didn't it take me out of my whole position, guys? Did I miss something? Oh, that is lame as hell. It took me... Oh, no. Fucking Trade-Evade, guys. This is why I hate copy trading, I'm not gonna lie. This is like the worst. Why is this account? Am I in 4 contracts on one account but not the other one? Is that what's going on here? Oh. That's the problem. All right, well, there you go. I don't know what the hell I'm doing on stream, obviously, but copy trading is not it. I think what happened is I entered a position before I applied the group order, and then I entered the group order, so one of the 3 accounts was actually not quite right. But it looks like it's not going to matter. If we just get a little dip here, I think I'll be okay. Oh well. Trade-Evade. Yep, Trade-Evade. Yeah, but so far, guys, that means 2 of the 3 accounts on Take Profit Trader have now hit their profit target. So $750, 50% consistency rule. Close enough on that last one. Should I say banger? I don't know. What do you guys think? 100-point trade? 100 points, no sweat. We like it, right? We are happy with that. Let me give this a little try here. Trading view is clearly having some problems. Banger, 100-point winner. Let's go. I don't normally scream banger for 4 micros, but, you know, it is what it is. When a week and a half ago you take 9 micros for 15K, it's kind of hard to, like, celebrate 4 micros for 100 points, you know what I mean? But we'll take it. Perspective and whatnot. All right. So if you guys want to know, why did I take that trade, right? What was attractive about that to me? This structure, shorting from here, knowing market makers were going to sell me down. If I know market makers are going to sell me down and help me go lower, I'll take that trade on MNQ because look at how many more points I captured, right? So that's only a 10-point trade on ES, but on MNQ, that's 100 points. Why not? Great trade. You know what I'm saying? So there you go. If you guys ever doubt the methodology here, how I trade, right? This is it. There you go. How does he do it? How does he trade NQ when he looks at ES and SPX? Well, we've talked about this before. If somebody tells you they're an order flow trader and they're trading off of QQQ Gamma, they are doing it wrong. Incorrect. You should be trading off the ES SPX structure. If you do that, you are winning. You know what else is fun? I've got some option trades that are doing muy bien. Very well indeed. Could not be happier about that. All right, guys, but we're here to talk futures. So, again, 4 micros for a 25K is a banger. I mean, yeah, it depends on your risk, right? I generally trade minis, but this is my first time trying to mess around with these 25K accounts, really. See if I can just manage that a little bit easier, especially on stream here for you guys who maybe aren't comfortable trading with minis. It's possible, right? 10 points on ES equals 100 points on MNQ. If that's the case, I'll trade this structure all day long. I can trade 10 points either direction in volatile markets and not volatile markets. If that's all I have to trade on MNQ is see if ES is going to move 10 points or not, and I have this data to back it up, and I know where there's going to be buying or selling of futures, all I have to do is be patient all day. I'll do this every day. We do this on stream every day. We talk about this every day. We talked about the pre-market plan coming in. Why did I think it was going to be harder to break out? Why do I think in the afternoon we chop and there is potential to go lower, right? If you guys are in the Discord, you saw me at whatever time this morning put on a really cheap options trade specifically for this outcome, for us to go to this place, right where we're going, right? It's not like I'm some savant. Anybody can do this. Anybody has access to this stuff. Would I consider a long here? Absolutely not. No, I would not. The reason for that is the market is pricing in a 10-point move now, which is slightly elevated. So there is a potential to come down here and bounce. We could bounce and go right back up here again. I don't want to be caught inside this range. The best risk to reward for me would be maybe if we come down here a little bit further and actually work into this area on ES, then I can say I can at least justify a better risk to reward long. To say like, well, if we grind and chop here and we get a bounce, then I can maybe get 10 points out of it. But if not, no thank you, right? Right here, I'd be longing in the middle of a range that I know is pointing me lower still. And then you have to start thinking about, well, what about if we get under that somehow, right? But I don't think that's going to happen. I think we come down here. I think if we kind of bounce and chop around this spot, then maybe you could take the long on tighter risk. But right now, you're literally, given what I see, given the information I have, I don't love it, right? I still think we can go lower, so I would not long from here. Yeah, see, I am less enthused about the potential for a long. You've got that gap right there. It lines up with this position that I know should slow us down, but I would want to see us at least grind into that. Otherwise, I'd have to take a trade that would be more like this, right? And where am I targeting? Like here? If you want to take the 1 hour trade, go ham, you know what I mean? But I'd kind of do something more like this, where at least I know it would have to prove me wrong that it's going to go through what should be buying. But I also know in my head it's going to be harder to bounce from there because now they're going to try to keep me close, right? So maybe something like this. Maybe like a 8 to 10 point stop. Maybe a little bit better. You wait for your candle to close and then you take the long, and you're looking more for something like this. I could get behind that. But again, I'd probably take it on like MNQ or something to try to get more points. Unless you're okay trading like, 15 to 10 points on ES instead. It's up to you. But for me, I caught my 100-point short. Caught it here on stream. You guys saw it if you guys are joining late. The reason we took that short was specifically just to not confuse you here by having a long on the board. We called this out at the start of the stream. If we're running a race and we have till the end of the day, and we know exactly where market makers have to buy or sell, everything said, if we stayed under these two strikes, they have to sell us down. Now we're getting to that spot where I would expect them to slow us down from selling further. So if that happens, right, this is about where that should start to happen. Okay. So I want to observe. I want to be patient here. Are they kind of absorbing this price? If we're starting to slow down here, then I'm seeing what I know is happening or should be happening there. And then I decide, do I want to put risk on to try to bounce back to the top of this range? Or am I kind of worried thinking maybe they can actually sell me lower, right? And if they sell me lower, where am I targeting? Probably from here to here, right? Because if I'm under this, then I know they're selling here and here until they slow me down again. So I'm observing, I'm patient. But again, we're already selling. We're getting that decay. I don't really want to long from here. This is a decent spot for it, but I really to me, I just can't get there. So I wish I could endorse that trade. I just don't. I don't think I want that trade personally. I think it's going to be a risky week. I think it's a difficult week for a lot of people. I think it was a difficult day for a lot of people. If you guys don't believe me about my pre-market plan, kind of talking about this exact thing, join the Discord and go look at it for yourself, right? And if you guys are in the Discord, you can 100%, you can go see exactly what I typed and when I typed it, that I took a trade targeting this on options as well. And that trade is now muy bien. I am up, as they say. So we caught our 100-point banger on MNQ, and now we are just chilling. So luckily for you guys, we caught that trade live. You got to see it. You got to hear me talk about why. You got to see the arrows come true right there. Now we just need to see, do we kind of chop here and go back up? Do we do what I think we're going to do, which is a whole lot of this from here, right? Or do we get real freaky with it and start selling off? I don't really see that one happening necessarily. Is it possible? 100% is possible. We could even get, sucked down to down here to this bigger bar from the morning. But you're going to have to stay under here to make that happen. So my base case, again, is chopping and grinding right around here and maybe a drift back up, but mostly sticking around this kind of 77, 75 area on ES. Okay, so that's my base case for the afternoon. I don't think we're going to sell off. Not yet, anyway. But I am positioned for that. I am targeting pretty much where we are. I feel like we're going to kind of range around this area through the end of the week. But after today, all bets are off. We do have OPEX on Friday, so we'll see. And we'll cover that more each day, right? But as far as today goes, I don't know what more you could ask for. Caught a 100-point trade. And now we see what happens. Gamma versus delta, which is better? Well, they're directly correlated, so you can't have one without the other. You know what I mean? Came on a bit late, wanted to see exactly where I entered my short for my options trade. Opening print, baby. That's the answer to that one, Warriors. You can't get the indicator, Shaqzad. This is just, you could create it on your own with Claude, though. I can even send you a basic prompt to do that, but unless you have the data that goes into it, you're not going to have that of much value to you. But yeah, guys, I am super pumped. Nice to catch a banger, copy traded, still in the 250Ks. Still short from higher on NQ there, but the 25Ks, 3 of those 25K accounts, I'm going to shout it out one more time. Take Profit Trader, 50% off with code RAKE. 3-day eval instead of 5. 50% off a TPT. That almost never happens. I think that sale is only valid for 1 week. Get on it. Get yourself some daily payouts if you can pass those and get to the funded stage. You just saw me get 50% consistency rule today. Caught 100 points on 4 MNQ on 3 accounts, trading this ES structure in the market maker Gamma. And if you guys want to learn more on how to do that, we do have a group class coming up Wednesday night. If you want to get your Gamma journey started and know how to use that for you, make sure to go sign up at the link on the screen. Link in my bio on Instagram if you guys want to follow along there. Intraday is the intraday drawdown on the funded account on TPT, but on the evals it is end of day. But once you get over that buffer, then you're home clear to start taking payouts on the funded. So why not give yourself a shot for unbelievably cheap? Third-party provider, VS3D is what it is. VS3D. Stay tuned. We're going to have a promo code coming up for you very soon. Got to get through the legalese, guys. I know I've mentioned it before, but if we want that discount code, there's just have to do the P's and Q's, dot the I's, crosses the T's, whatever other thing you want to say. That's what's got to happen. And then we'll get that out there. Don't care about icebergs and order flow, Shaq. If you want to simplify, simplify. All good, ETEP. Yeah, we might reschedule it. Basically, guys, I will just say this, and I'm not here to sell anything, okay? Like, I'm here to live stream. I do the mentorship thing on the side. If you want to learn the ins and outs of Gamma and trading with this information beyond what I share here, you want to really get to know it, that's what the mentorship's for. If we don't really have enough people to sustain a group class, I kind of did it at the last minute. You're not gonna pay me anything. We'll just roll it out and say, okay, instead of this Wednesday, let's get more people. We'll get more people in one go, and I'll do it like the following week or 2 weeks from now and just try to get that base, because I don't want to do these things every week or every 2 weeks. I'm trying to do like once a month and just be like, hey, here you go. And then we do it a month or 2 months later, you know, so that's the thing. So you're not going to get charged anything if you signed up for the wait list, but I'm tentatively planning on it right now. But if we don't get the numbers, I'm just not going to do it. And then we'll just reschedule. So anyway, that's me. I do just want to give you guys a chance. Again, TPT last time, code RAKE, 50% off. Get on it. We are 1 day into those, and we are already out of 3 days to go. We are already 50% done. So now we just got to write out 2 trading days to make a total of $750 across each of those 3 accounts. And we will be in the funded stage on TPT. So, do I copy trade often? I do, but I don't. Like, I have a love-hate relationship with it. I did it the other day on those Tradeify growth accounts that I got funded, and then I had an orphan order that I forgot was sitting there that only hit on 2 of the 3 copy traded accounts, right? I was like, oh, I passed. And then I ended up getting the daily loss limit on 2 of the 3, and then I had to pass them the next day to get all 3 of them funded. So there's just a lot of quirks, and Tradeivate in the browser is just super annoying to me. But it's something I like to do. You know what I mean? Like it's a positive experience. I see the potential. So that's why I got these 25K accounts through TPT, right? If I can take almost no risk compared to my normal like 2 or 3 mini trades, and I only have to make X amount, and I can copy trade that across a few accounts, and I'm trading it off of this structure. And now that I know 10 points of ES is approximately 80 to 100 points on MNQ potentially, I can size really small, but do it across multiple accounts and make $1,500 in 2 or 3 days. And then I can get paid out daily each day, even if it's $500 here times 3 accounts. That's $1,500 a day potentially off of like no risk. So if they're going to offer me an account for 50% off and I can get 3 of those at $70 a piece approximately, why not take the shot? I've got 1 week to buy a couple of these and get going. So I got 2 50Ks and 3 25Ks, and you saw how easy it was to catch 100 points. So if you guys want to have easy trades like that and learn how to do it with market maker positioning, that's what the mentorship is for. Otherwise, stay tuned here and pick up the bits and pieces we talk about for free each day. And that's, you know, we've been doing it how many days? 126 days or something like that, 146 days maybe, and we'll be back. So I am going to pass it off to my guy Christian. If you guys want to follow along on my Instagram, if you want to follow along on the YouTube, I have a channel there, obviously, for some of the end of day review stuff when I'm not live streaming. And if you guys want to join us in the Discord and get the pre-market plans and all that fun stuff, then you can join us there. Otherwise, I'm going to pass it off for Christian. He is our ICT guru. I am the Gamma guru. And after that, just so you guys are aware, if you're new here, we also have Ron G, who does the Asia session. And then we've got Alan Zhang, who covers the London session, pre-London into London. So if you are a night owl, make sure you stay tuned there as well. We've got a little something for everybody. And obviously the GOAT, Jake, every morning. So what's up, Tay-Day? What's up? Wait before I leave. What? Make sure you get your question out. I got to get out of here. When are you hosting another teaching session on the weekends? We'll see how this first group class goes. If I get enough people signed up for that one, then we'll do the next one. Will just be weekend only instead of during the week. But weekends are tough. The people got other stuff going on. The last thing I want to do is trade, or when you can't actually trade, people don't pay attention. But we'll see how it goes. Anyway, guys, that's got to be it for me. I am rambling and I'm 4 minutes long. So thank you so much. We will get our record poll going tomorrow. That's kind of a fun thing to do each day, I think. So if you guys like that, come back and give me your record selections or suggestions, and maybe we'll do a little crate digging. Otherwise, we'll just do that poll to start the day and talk through pre-market and take a trade and see what we get. So today it worked out 100 points, MNQ. Hopefully you guys get a little something with Christian. You know my thoughts about the afternoon and what's likely here. So good luck to you, and I will see you guys tomorrow. All right? Peace.
All right, how's everyone doing? All right, hold on. Volume is a little too high here. Let me fix this. Fix this chat volume is a little too high. All right. Testing. Testing. Cool. Perfect. Let's see. Okay. Yo. How is everyone doing, chat? My ears. Ellie, Vish. What's up, Vish? Fire Tracks. Tay-Day, my guy. How's it going? What's up? NQ Girly, what's up? How you doing? Doing good, Tay. Just landed in, I'm running on very little sleep, if I'm being honest. I landed, damn. I've only slept for about, an hour last night. I tried to sleep on the plane a little bit. It was a four-hour plane flight to Seattle. So currently in Seattle. I'll show you guys. Wait, yeah. In a Airbnb here, and literally just got set up. Literally just landed. I have yet to drink water. I'm fucking parched. I sent my girlfriend to go get some water. So hopefully she gets that for me here, and hopefully a coffee as well. But yeah, doing good. I was trying to get into so I bought Wi-Fi on the plane, right, which I typically always do on my laptop, and I was trying to execute on the Meta and UPS puts early in the day, but the thing was that I was getting a message to verify my login, right? But I wasn't getting the text messages on my phone. So that was a bummer. I missed out on some money there. I got out. I literally entered both positions soon as I hopped off, soon as I landed, essentially, which currently they are working. Meta's printing, and QQQ puts that I was in last week are approaching break even, which they were currently down. Exactly. Yeah, they're approaching break even, and the UPS puts are essentially break even right now. And Meta puts are currently up close to 60%. So looking good for options. Now as far as futures go, we're getting the move I was kind of anticipating here, which is nice, which I'll go deep into in a second here. Lomeli, so look, I need your help. What's up? Before you start your analysis, what's the question here, brother? I got you. Let's see. Let's hop on chart. So yeah, I got into puts here as soon as I landed, which was around 8:30. On Meta, which are printing, and for some reason, my UPS position or chart, sorry, on man, I sure hope this Wi-Fi here is good. Okay. For some reason on Thinkorswim or on TradingView, the chart kind of is a little bit messed up. His price, let this load 1 second. Yeah, this Wi-Fi is going to be an issue here. Luckily, I'm only here for today, so let's see. So long there's no lag. Yeah, so their price should be closer down to this area underneath this level, right? Because on Thinkorswim, UPS is trading below this general area of support, and which is where we should be at, right? We should be at that level, and for TradingView, for whatever reason, we're up here, which is kind of weird. So I entered it with the idea that we're under this support level on UPS, and ideally we'd want it to close below the 200 SMA. Yeah, I am in UPS puts as well, but it looks kind of funky here on TradingView. I don't know, for whatever reason, we kind of shifted on price, right? I was looking at the 103 level, which that 103 level should be here, which again is the right level on Thinkorswim, which is kind of annoying. But yeah, again, Meta is dumping. Targets would be at the 540 level. Hopefully we get it into tomorrow or the following day. Those expire this weekend. QQQ, I have the 725 puts, so we'll see if we get a move lower. I would ideally love to see QQQ come and retest the weekly gap entry, which I guess now we're getting into the overall idea and game plan here. So let's get into it. Before I get into it, let me answer your question, Tay, which is, so I'm new to the whole prop firm space and having difficulty understanding the difference between a live account, a funded, and a live account, and is it true Lucid is the best one? So a funded, it's just a phase that you go through, right? You go through eval, through passing an eval, then you get funded, and then what's it called? The next step would be transitioning into a live account with the firm, right? So it's just a transitional phase, and they do that for whatever reason, right? Whether you got a big payout and they feel as if they need to switch you over quickly, or you've just had it depends on the firm, or you just had a consistent amount of payouts that they believe that you are now fitted for live. And it's in my opinion, I think it's a way for them to manage risk, right? So yeah, it depends on the firm. Some firms go for time. So if you're with them if you hold an account for longer than X amount of days, sorry, fucking, it's annoying. We checked into the Airbnb a little bit earlier, but they are vacuuming downstairs. So, it's a little bit annoying, but we're good. We're thugging it out, man. Shit. Now that I think about it, once they come up here, I'm gonna have to move. Yeah, that's the answer for you, brother. It's just a transitional phase from actual having the funded, which orders are not going through to the exchange, to the live account, which are actually orders are actually going through, right? It's not a sim account. Oh, perfect. Okay, yeah. So coming into the day, like I mentioned, the monthly, again, we banked on this move to the upside, right? On SPY and QQQ calls. Now we reached the objective, right? We reached the objective, which was the 30,100 level last week, or on for Thursday or Friday. And after that level, we currently have divergence between assets, right? ES is at all-time highs, whereas NQ, we are currently having divergence at premium of the range at OTE, right? At 0.79 of the range we just tapped, we broke over prior week bars. We broke over prior week's bar. So I would anticipate this at least early into this week, we get a retracement. ES getting a retracement under 7737.5 would make me a little bit more cautious on holding shorts, right? Given that we could just rebalance that and continue higher. So on the weekly, that's that. The daily is pretty interesting, right? We have divergence the last 2 days, meaning Friday's bar broke over Thursday's bar, and then today's bar broke over Friday's bar, whereas in ES, we've just been kind of getting lower lows, right? So, yeah. So the 4 hour is where it gets interesting, right? We have triple divergence against here, delivering bearish here on the 4 hour. Man, this is a little distracting for me. I'm not going to lie, chat. I might have to go upstairs. There's a little patio section, which is outdoors, upstairs, which I might have to move into. You said mute yourself? Hell nah. Yeah, you know what, chat? He's coming up. Let me move upstairs a second. One second, chat. 1 second. All right, we are moving, so I'm taking you guys with me. Let's see. Haven't been upstairs, but let's see. A little table here set up. Okay, fire. Actually, this is fire. Ah, cool. Way better. All right, way better. Okay, fire. We mobile with it. Hell yeah. There we go. This is way better. Oh man, what a fucking view. What a view, chat. What a view. Hopefully. Let me see. I'm getting chat popped up on my phone here. 1 second. MTV Chris is back. No, I just haven't been upstairs, and I looked outside. It's fucking beautiful. Fucking beautiful. But all right. Make sure everything is good on the audio side. Let's see. It's outside. It's okay. Fucking beautiful. Cool. Audio's good. All right, chat. Sorry for that transition. Yeah, 4 hour is delivering bearish. Like I mentioned, we got divergence. We're trading inside the daily, or at the daily order block, and inside the 4 hour bullish gap here, inside of this discount of this leg higher, right? Which is currently, we are at OTE of the range here. OT of what leg exactly? This leg. This leg, we are OTE of the range. So I would anticipate price to give us some sort of pullback here to then trade lower, right? The draw is lower at the 30,028 area for first initial targets, or at least for these targets, which is the gap entry. Again, overall draw being lower, being what level exactly? The weekly gap entry for both assets, right? So again, coming into the session, very leaning to the downside on both NQ and ES. We have been delivering bearish on the 1 hour. Currently at discount of the range inside this bullish gap here on the hourly and 15 minute. Let's see how the 15 minutes looking. So now hourly closes in the next 12 minutes. 15-minute gap up above us. So again, I literally just open up the charts here with you guys. So I'm kind of doing an analysis here with you guys as well. FVG. So we got a 15-minute gap there. 5-minute gap here as well inside of it. And how's the 1 minute looking, chat? And Q. Oh shit. Okay, yeah. So draw for the session is lower, chat. Let me see. Got me a coffee? Watch out, the camera's gonna get you. I don't know if you want that. Coffee has been secured, chat. Coffee is secured. Oh, thank you. Chat, I haven't drank water in the last like fucking 10 hours. This is gonna fucking hit. Thank you. Man, I was I was fucking thirsty, chat. Cool. Man, I can't get over this view. It's amazing. Love it. Okay. Show us the view. I got you. I guess I'll make this. Actually, never mind. Video capture. I got you. Move so I can show them the view. Like that way. There you go. That'll be the last view LARP. Yeah, my neck's burning. Let me see. Big hasn't visited places yet. Lomeli plays so big he hasn't visited places of his crib in years. Hell no, I wish. As I get older, the more I fantasize having multiple places in different cities or countries. Thank you. Yeah, they had. What is this? Yours? Okay. This is to block the shade, chat. You fuck with Morgan Wallen's music? Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. Cafecito? Hell yeah. Who taught you to trade stocks? Jake? Yeah, Jake. Is the mountain out? I doubt it is. Holy. Thanks for sharing. Got you. Haven't done, you'll be done in 30? Okay. Did you say something that I walked out? Oh, okay. I didn't want to be rude or anything, but I just walked out. Man, fuck is your issue, brother? W forehead? Okay. Back to charts. Nah, it's all love, brother. So yeah, literally that's the game plan coming into the session. I walk you guys. Oh, again, one last thing that I wanted to do is walk you guys through my positions on Meta. Meta is currently, again, fucking regret. It is what it is. I paid for Wi-Fi. I was trying to get in somewhere under the 580 level, which essentially happened within the first couple of minutes. And wanted to get an entry somewhere around this general area. Around this general area, with the idea of us closing at low of day, but fucking missed it. UPS, like I said, the charting thing on TradingView is acting up. It's not. This isn't how it should be. the proper chart is on TradingView. Or it's not, sorry, TradingView. Thinkorswim, right? If I were to open it up right now, Thinkorswim, it is. At least I hope so, because I know I'm not tripping. I know I'm not tripping, chat. So let me mark up a level here so you guys can see. So that 103 level. So this level that I have here. So at this 10, it's 101.50 here on TradingView, whereas in where it should be is 103. So 103 being there. 103. So yeah, I don't know why that happened. Yeah, because it was working just fine yesterday. I was looking at price yesterday. Yeah, right, Blambo? Or is it just my chart? Because I was messing with it on the plane, and I don't know if I messed something up on my end, or it's yeah. Brother, this is all I got. It's my girlfriend's little jacket. You have it at 120.70? Yeah, that doesn't sound right. 120.70? UPS? Huh. It's not, it has to be this one, yeah. Yeah, we'll see how we close. Meta is the one I'm fucking, I was close to getting in last Friday. Or not last Friday, not yesterday. Friday, not last Friday. Friday, a couple of days ago, but I held off. I was like, okay, I just want to get in. I'd rather get in under the 580 level, which would also trigger us a weekly, essentially weekly sell. And whenever we get into this range, right? Whenever we break below the, essentially the 600 level, we essentially dump, right? We dump, we have a day where we trend down, and then same thing, when we get down to this area, we have days where we kind of push higher. So it's kind of what I was anticipating here in this general area. On top of that, everything else aligning, right? The monthly is essentially downtrending. The weekly is, we retrace to premium, which I also look at here for individual names. Premium, bearish gap, daily. You got this inside bar on Thursday. Failure to go higher on Wednesday, which is we retested the whole psychological number. So it was a good setup, or it is a good setup that I'm currently in now. Now NQ now, back to NQ. So candle closes here in the next couple of minutes. So let's see how we close. 5 minute. We have an invert gap here. I wouldn't be taking this, but it's just something I'm kind of paying attention here to. 15 minute. How's ES doing here? ES, did I mark out the levels? Yeah, ES is currently at an order block. I have a low. What about the hourly chat? So again, when I have draw, I like to mark out hourly lows, 4-hour lows, and then same thing, 4-hour, 1 hour gap fills towards draw. So right now we're currently, like I mentioned earlier, we're currently at OTE of this range. 0.79 OTE. So I would anticipate at least some sort of pullback into maybe the new week opening gap. Here, let's delete this, or let's actually make it a, pull back into this 15-minute gap, 5-minute gap, new week opening gap, which is this blue highlighted rectangle here. So let's see what we get. I'm not really looking to take anything here currently. Perhaps a retracement back into the range would be nice. But again, one thing I noticed that I was trying to work on this week was not take those counter draw setups. Came back. Let's see. I'm trying to see if a counter trend trade here would be worthy. Something like this. Kind of looking for a rebalance back into the range. Five minutes. So the hourly, so the 4-hour candle just closed, chat. We just closed. 15-minute. Okay, let's remove that for now. Good morning, Norpez, my guy. What's up? What's up? Guy looking Islamic. Brother, it's fucking, the sun is burning. Sun is burning, man. Oh, okay, got you, Blambo. Yeah, same price here. There you go. Just got a withdrawal confirmation from ANP, which is nice. Fucking Alex, man. I know you're printing on them fucking meta puts, right? You think we ripped down from where we are? Same. I have a bearish bias here, but I was looking to see if I can get a rebalanced trade, given where we are. But yeah, if we give this up, I would look for the 30,028 level to get hit, which is prior, I believe it's prior day lows. Four-hour. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's Monday. I'm doing fine. I think I'm gonna wait for the higher time frame rebalance to happen, which that would mean we retrace back up higher or dump lower and then catch a continuation play. So something like this would be kind of what I'd be looking for. Either higher, to then trade lower, or we dump lower and look for something like that. I was trying to catch this move higher, right? Because I do think it's valid, especially where we are, which I still might. Just depends on how we trade here. $15-minute. Yeah, we're dumping. We don't want to trade higher here. Meta. UPS. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck is up with UPS, because the price that it's trading at is right. It's just that this action here should be slightly low, or this overall right. I don't know if it's my... Yeah, I don't know if it's my own move scale to left, regular. Yeah, I don't know what happened here exactly, but yeah, regardless, in UPS puts as well as Meta puts. If you can bring my hoodie, please. Yeah. Chat. The weather here is weird. It's hot, but it's hot, but it's chilly at the same time. I think we were, bro. I'm highly mad. I sold them 2 QQQs, brother. Yeah. I don't think you should have. But I mean, like I said, it's up to you, because I see where it was valid, right? Like with your explanation of it, of why you sold. But yeah, it's only Monday. It's only Monday. Let's see. And the sun is out. No, I'll still hold this just to cover my neck. Okay, no, I'll go inside right now. Yeah. Where'd you get the coffee from? Is it? Oh. That was quick. Fire. Fucking amazing, chat. Yeah, I had very little sleep. Very little sleep. I had like I was in bed. It was one of those nights where I'm like, fuck, do I even sleep? It was 1:30 a.m. and I had to be up at essentially 2:30. And I was just sitting there looking at the alarm clock at the hotel room in Chicago. I'm like, fuck, what's the point? Like, plus I was already fucking caffeinated, so I think that didn't help. Because I was at the hotel room pretty early, but yeah, I just couldn't. Not that I couldn't sleep. I was just on my phone, honestly. And I was going over some charts at night in bed. And luckily, I got probably like an hour and a half worth of sleep here towards the later end of this flight. Which again, I'm only here for the day. Luckily, I did get that because I guess I'm waking up now. But I got a flight to catch tomorrow morning to New York. New York is, yeah, that one's specifically for my girl. She wants to go look at some things out there. Blew my funded today. Polar Bear, what's up, Polar Bear? Fuck, was it multiple accounts or just one? How is gold? I'll go over gold right now. Prior day low and run it up and run up. I don't know. I think we trade lower, Petrilius. I think we go lower towards NQ, the 30,000 level. which is the weekly gap entry. Oh wait, no, I'm tripping. 29,533. I think we trade lower minimum to one of the assets hitting the weekly gap entry, which is either 7738 or 29,533. That's where I'm convicted on. But again, yeah, if we tap that gap entry and we start displacing higher, then that's valid as well. I just think where we are currently and the change in character that we're currently experiencing, I think we minimum trade into the 7738 on ES, and by then I think we would trade much lower than the 30,000. That's the idea so far, though. We'll see how we are. Seattle to New York flights are the worst, brother. It's yeah, I wish I would have done it differently. Holy shit, this is beautiful. What the fuck? You got little planes landing right in front of me into the water. Man. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to it. I think I fucked up by I fucked up by doing it how I did it, honestly, but it is what it is. Seattle to New York, and then New York back home, and then be home for a couple of days, and then the Costa Rica lock-in, man, which I'm pumped. Just one, fortunately. That's good, Polar Bear. I mean, it's not good, but it's not the end of the world, and it's not the worst thing, right? Last 2 weeks have been terrible for me. Nearly all my trades have been in profit, and then we reverse. What I would do, Polar Bear, is take 1 or 2 days off. 1 or 2 days off, and instead of trading, review, look to see where your entries were and exits were, or where your entries were and where your TPs were, and see if you would have just try to play around with what your executions are versus your game plan. And I promise you, like, things get clear after that thorough analysis. Because for me, at least, I noticed that when I'm in drawdown and I'm kind of losing touch of I'm letting go of a bit of confidence, which I think we all do as traders. I think that I regain confidence by looking at my game plan, looking at my execution. You don't even have to look at where you could have entered. Hold on, let me rephrase that. You don't have to go too deep into what happened. Just look at your game plan, your execution, and if there's any areas in price where you could have gotten a better entry or you could have managed it differently. And just going with that idea in mind, right? With the idea of, okay, where, if you keep getting stopped out, where, one, are your entries good? And otherwise, can you get better entries? And two, which would be, are your stops in the right place? And then just, I guess, three in general would be, am I getting a good read on price, right? Planes landing, they're not, I don't even know what you'd call them. They're planes. Let's call them plane boats. They're little fucking, I don't know what they're called. Little they were once with propellers. What are they called? Honestly, I think I need to take a few days off. Yeah, I think that that's a smart move, bro. And again, I don't think you should completely remove yourself from price. I think that literally make whatever it is, if it's on TradeZello or on Google Drive, do those three things. It's like, okay, where, literally what I just explained earlier, where could I've gotten a better entry? Where could have I gotten a better exit? And by doing so, you kind of start kind of working backwards and reverse engineering your game plan and your execution, and then from there kind of filling the gap. Okay, that's what's up, man. You trade ice like Lomeli? Oh, I got you. That's for Let's see, back to price. We got divergence off that low. Yeah, today is one of those sessions where patience is required. Patience. We need a retracement back into an area of interest. Six. Yeah, let's pop up. Let's have the 15-minute bar popped up and go about it that way. But for now, patiently waiting here, chat. I'm out of here. Good afternoon, guys. Fuck yeah. See you later, Tay-Day. My first trade this morning was a sweep of the NQ at 10 EST on that strong 2-minute buy around. Nice, but we sold off way too. My break even. Hello, Mr. Kemsey. Me too. Yes, as SMTs held prior 4-hour lows for now. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking at, Miller. I think we rebalance back into the new week opening gap on NQ here and then look for shorts. Let's go back to one account and trade it until I get a payout. Yeah, I mean, if that's what's needed, I think that it's because again, you got to remember Polar Bear and everyone out there. Polar Bear, it's funny how I remember your name now, Jared. It's the skill that you're working on a day-to-day basis, right? It's not so much the money that you're kind of working towards. It's the skill. So if you're able to kind of hone in on working on the skill, kind of if you feel yourself kind of getting all over the place, maybe you're not executing the way you know you should be. Or maybe you're just not executing to the best of your capabilities, right? In that current market environment, then it's best to take a step back and focus on the skill. And if that means only trading on one account, then that's what it means. Yeah, there you go. If you know what the issue is, then it's simple. It's part of your brain wants it now, and then the other part of your brain kind of wants to understands what's going on. So there's mental conflict, and I feel like that's a lot of people's issues, which I think was my biggest issue. It's like trading is one of those things that the more you want it, the more it kind of slips away. And I was talking to I was recording a little vlog again here for this weird trip this whole week. And I kind of was talking about this, which was most traders think that or at least for me, I'll speak from my experience. I think that, let me rephrase that. I'll speak from my experience, but also from what I see other traders kind of talk about, which is trading is one of those things that it's hard to kind of gauge when you get good at it, right? Which the number one indicator would be extracting money from the markets. But before that, there's no tell as to when you're almost there. It always feels like it because the market has it's the same thing that you're showing up to every single morning, but it's so fucking complex that it makes you feel like you're almost there. And then months will go by and you're kind of in this hamster wheel. And I think for me, what I notice is like switching variables kind of keeps you there longer. And I think that's the biggest issue for a lot of traders is like through review, they'll switch things that essentially shouldn't be switching. I guess I don't know how that portrays to what we're talking about, but it's something I just remembered that I was talking about on the video. My boy Jerson, what's up? Who will take the house in November? range bound until after elections. Perhaps, yeah, could be a possibility. I mean, anything at a macro level would influence that, I guess. Let's see. If the hourly can close and leave this bearish gap here and trade into the 15-minute, hourly, 5-minute, and new week opening gap, that would be amazing. An amazing setup here. Man, I'm not gonna lie, chat. If I'd be lying if I didn't say I have FOMO from getting into these contracts a little bit earlier. The game plan was, even then though, like I was contemplating getting in on Friday. I didn't. I was like, okay, I'll wait for open. 580. Fucking, yeah, it's kicking myself for not entering, but it is what it is. We're here just waiting on, I'll go ahead and type it out. Waiting on a pullback here into the 143 level. Printing currently in meta puts, and where's the and UPS puts. I guess QQQ puts as well. QQQ puts, chat. QQQ puts. You went shorts? Yes, I went in, or nothing for futures yet, but I mentioned earlier on stream, I'm in meta puts, which I posted those on my story. Meta puts, UPS puts, and the UPS puts right now are currently basically flat break even. QQQ, I'm currently down about 20%. I was down a little bit over 50% in the morning. So on those, I'm almost at break even. If we close that low of day today, we'll see how that goes. But overall, kind of bearish into the early week of the market. I'm bearish into the first half of the week, essentially. We'll see how we keep trading, but yeah, I am in puts. Yeah, that's where the internal draw is, I guess, for today. That's the next level I have on QQQ. Yeah, Jerson, that's kind of what the idea is here. And if we keep dumping, then by all means, keep fucking dumping. Because at that point, I guess Meta's pulling back here a little bit. At that point, Meta would continue dumping. UPS hopefully can kind of get out of this range. Which for UPS, it's a slower moving name, which is why I got kind of slightly out of the... I bought myself time on these UPS puts. And QQQ, if we keep dumping, by all means, keep going, because I am in QQQ puts. 725s, expiring this Friday. But as far as futures go, I want to get a better entry. I don't see a entry here just yet being valid, given where we are, right? I want to see displacement lower. Displacement lower for me to consider an entry to the downside. Otherwise, looking for a retracement higher before I go lower. That's kind of what I'm looking for here, chat. Inside 5-minute break maybe here. He's left? Okay. In a bit. I mean, I know for surely I just had so many trades with great entries that I get up 100 points on it, and then it comes all the way back down to break even for then start tilting from there. Maybe it's a thing where you just need to limit your trade quantity, right? Maybe that's what it is. Because I don't think Yeah, it's different. I can't really advise anything, I guess, because of, and again, nothing I say is financial advice at the end of the day, but I can't really say exactly what the issue is here because I have no data to say, to kind of go off of, you know. But I mean, maybe if you're constantly up 100 points, maybe it depends on how wide your stop is, right? If your stop is 100 points as well, then it could still work, but your hit rate just has to be really high. Or not really high, but on the higher end. Adrian, my guy, what's up, brother? How you doing today, G? Yeah, I entered Friday, which on those, yeah, I'm down. No, when did I enter? Not Friday, let me see. I entered on show more orders, QQQ puts. So I sold call. So I sold my QQ calls on August 13th. So that would be on, let me look at my calendar. August 13th. That was on Thursday. And on Thursday, August 13th, puts. So I also got into puts on August 13th. So that was on Thursday. What did we do on Thursday? I got in, I still remember the exact, it was on the 15-minute went invert here. So I got in here on QQQ put 725 expiring this Friday. And at this point, I am slightly down on those. And it's because of time decay, right? They expire this Friday. The 725 puts are still $5 out of the money, meaning that you would need to be here to kind of have them expire in the money, right? So as more time goes on, if we don't get a move, they're going to kind of lean towards the expiring, what's it called? Worthless, I guess, right? Looks like you. Oh my dog, I got you. Looks like UPS nuts. Damn, Chad, I'm fucking exhausted. I'm not gonna lie. But we're thugging it out, man. We're thugging it out. Got you, Sam. Doing good. All praise the Lord. Hope you're having a good day as well. My guy, Adrian. Yeah, fuck yeah. Glad to hear that. I'm doing just fine. Doing amazing. Getting burnt here in the sun, but but doing good. Doing good. I think she said that he left, so let's go ahead and go inside chat. I'm about to take you guys inside here. All right. I'm gonna have to come back for my coffee and my Osmo, but let's go. All right. 1 second, chat. Let me go get my water and coffee. Be right back. 1 second. Don't go anywhere. All right. Melly on the side note. I don't even want to read this. Let's see. I just saw banana. On a side note, showed my girl your stream of eating banana long. Eating a banana long. First off, what does that mean? Eating a banana long. Now she says about me in the futures trading scene. She's like, what do you be watching? I see the Chris with Lomeli. All right. Yo. Oh, I don't have a banana to show them. My girlfriend in the background, she's talking about, we had this debate. What is the banana? What's the proper way to open a banana? Let me show you guys. What's the proper way to open a banana? Is it? If it loads. All right. Is it from the bottom or the stem? Uptown Fresh, my guy. That's what I'm saying, right? There's more than one way, but I thought there was only one way. All right, what's you stunned every Groot. The top part, middle. Only I knew about puts and watched them calls take calls. Uptown, I knew about puts and I watched them calls take calls. Wait, what do you mean Uptown Fresh? I was saying you open it from the top, right? Here. But she's saying you open it from down here. She's saying that if you look at a monkey, they open it from the bottom. Which I've never, hold on. What is the proper way to open a banana? First off, who the fuck cuts a banana? Turn it upside down. Yeah, you gotta be a psychopath. If I walk into your house and you hand me, you're like, hey, you want a banana? And you do this bullshit. I'd be concerned. I genuinely be concerned. Genuinely. Watch them all. Oh, got you, Uptown. Every measure play wanted calls. You took puts Thursday and it played out. Got you, yeah, Uptown. Yeah, it's literally looking for downside into this week for the established reasons that I kind of mentioned earlier. My meta puts are printing. Hopefully we stay like that. UPS is break even. QQQ puts are approaching break even. We'll see how we close. But yeah, looking good. Looking good. You catch anything today, Uptown? But yeah, appreciate you though. Thank you. Tell her to come join you and explain herself. No, she doesn't like being on camera. A girl said, "Come, tell her to come join you and explain herself." By the way, chat, there's like 4 floors technically, and this Airbnb is pretty small, but there's 4 floors. I'm on the 4th one, she's on the 1st one, and she's just yelling. I don't think the mic can catch her, but No, no. Oh. Yeah, right. It's easier to hold a banana when you're holding it from. That's what I'm saying. Eat it sideways. So hype at Cash Big. Fuck yeah, Uptown. Fuck yeah, fuck yeah. Brother. Oh, hell no. If you slice a banana for me, brother, I'm out of there. I don't think I'd be there's certain behavior, and you know what that, for those who have watched the show, I'm a long way. Dexter. Gives me Dexter vibes. Not the cartoon Dexter, the Dexter, the serial killer show. Two-day SPX puts at open, but I sold them. I'm a chump with waiting. Fuck, they would have. I just know they would have printed. But hey, I mean, at least you had the draw correctly, and that's what matters. So long you made something, I guess. It'll always be like that, especially on days like today. If you sold early in the day, you'd be like, fuck, I wish I would have sold. But unless you're highly convicted on draw, I think it was hard to hold. Fuck yeah. Andy, are you eating a kiwi without peeling it? 110 out of 10 times. All I literally cut is this little stem, which is barely anything. Sometimes I just bite it off and throw it away without even getting a knife. But fuck yeah, I eat the whole thing. Eat the whole thing. That's where the fiber is. Where the fiber is, chat. Come on now. I think I missed something. Slicing a banana with a peel on it makes you think of Dexter. Yeah, like psychopathic behavior. Dexter Morgan. This show. Ah, shit, wait. I didn't show you guys. This show. I don't know. There's just certain tendencies, man. Yeah, there you go, Andy. Wouldn't a banana peel have even more fiber? So why bother? I guess I've never thought about that. Let me see. Is a banana peel nutritious? Huh. Interesting. I did not know this, chat. Do people actually eat banana peels? Interesting. This is fucking interesting. I might try it today, chat. I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking. I'll probably get a banana, get a cutting board, slice it, and eat it. Brother Adrian, I did that shit this morning. Literally did that this morning. I don't think it's weird. Let's see, what's another weird shit that I do that I don't think is weird, but is probably not usual? People usually cook banana peels. Yeah, I've never tried them, honestly. What I fucking love are plantains in Central America. Whenever I go to Costa Rica, it's part of every dish, and they're fucking amazing. Fried plantains. You guys brought this shit up, man, not me. funny. That's funny, man. Happy Monday, chat. We're currently holding. Again, waiting for price to give me a pullback to then look for more downside. So far, kind of just ranging, not really getting anything. That was meta. Getting a deeper pullback than I'd want to, but it's healthy still. Nah, take that back. It's not that deep of a pullback. Still healthy. UPS. I would love to see UPS Daily's bar close bearish or towards the lower end, which we still have time. Meta, same thing with Meta. I mean, Meta's kind of, so long we close under 570, I think we should look good. And tomorrow, if we have another trend bar, which I think if the market can hold or slightly move lower, I think we can get that from Meta. And UPS in the coming weeks, I think can get down to like 94 level. Yeah, it's a bummer. I'm gonna try to figure out why this happened, the whole price change. If any, or unless you guys know why did this happen, please let me know. Or if there's any sort of settings I tweaked, because I was messing around with it on the plane, but I don't know exactly what the fuck I did. Yeah. You guys have any? You guys know what happened there? Let me know. The hourly here closes in the next 20 minutes, so that should be interesting. I'll pull back into the hourly gap. Something like this. If you have a blender, put the banana peel into a smoothie after you clean it. Put the banana peel into a smoothie after you clean it. A smoothie after you clean it. That was I don't know if I'm fucking exhausted or that was a mind fucking sentence. You put the banana peel into a smoothie after you clean it. After you clean what? The blender? Or you're just saying blend the banana peel in general, or they'll throw the whole banana in there. Oh, brother, I'm fucking exhausted. Holy shit. I thought you were talking about cleaning the blender. Man. Holy shit. Yeah. 1 hour sleep, chat. 1 hour sleep. Holy shit. You catch anything today, girly? Thank you, girly. Whoops. Yeah, brother, 1 hour. I was in my hotel room in Chicago. So I'm currently in Seattle. I was in my hotel room in Chicago. I had an early flight to catch. It was 1:30. I was literally in bed like a fucking fetus. Head to the side, looking at the alarm clock. 1:30. I was like, is it even worth sleeping? And given I had to be up at 2:30, 3-ish, I woke up at 3. And and what's it called? So yeah, long story short, I slept about an hour, give or take an hour 15 probably. Showered, went to the airport. By the way, fucking Ubers to and from the airport in the morning are fucking robberies. The Uber to this Airbnb, which was it was no longer than 15-minute drive, had to be maybe what, maybe 7 miles, 6 miles. $100. Fucking robbery. I was this close to taking the subway, or not the subway, the subway. No. A train? I think it's a train. I popped it up on my phone, but the reason I didn't was because I would have not made it in time for stream. Otherwise, I would have taken that 100%. Felt like I got robbed. But yeah, slept an hour in the plane. I slept about an hour as well. So very, yeah, brother, it's fucking criminal. Hell yeah. You slept all night. It's the gas. Yeah, that's the crazy shit, Adrian. The driver probably only got 20% of that. Charts are frozen? Yeah, it's because I'm on OBS. Not no more. Not no more. I guess you guys could have taken, or I could have taken this trade back into the range, but again, I want to be aligned with draw here, so I'm waiting for a retest back higher, ideally in the next 15 minutes, that we get a tap into the hourly fair value gap. So giving this a couple more time, a couple more minutes here. Couple more minutes, chat. You know what, RX? I didn't think about that. Today I was just like, you know what? Let me just, I'm fucking exhausted. I'm sleep deprived. I just want to get to the Airbnb set up and yeah, get stream fired up. Honestly, at this point, I genuinely think so. But I mean, I'm only here for a day in Seattle, so after stream, I was gonna take a nap, but it'd be kind of pointless because I'd probably wake up. It's currently 12 a.m. It's about to be 12 a.m. here. I'll probably wake up at if I do take a nap, I'm not even joking, chat. I'll probably wake up around 5 p.m. At that point, it's not even, yeah. So I'm kind of trying to get as caffeinated as possible. Go out, go get some. That's another thing. I haven't eaten food. What's in that bag? Oh, you went to the store? Oh, you got it delivered? Oh, okay, okay. You got this delivered too? Oh. Yo, I missed it. Where are you? So I was in Chicago and currently now in Seattle. I'm Seattle, Washington. It was about a 4-hour flight here. No, I'm here for a specific reason, non-trading related. But yeah, I'm only here for a day. So I'm here for a day and then I leave tomorrow morning to New York. And then after that, I'll be home for a couple of days and then Costa Rica. Which Costa Rica, I'm fucking, yeah, I just want to be there already. I've been recording the whole thing as well in this little Osmo shit. So that should be fun. Should be fun, chat. How's UPS? Okay, nice. UPS is looking nice. By the way, chat, again, I mentioned it earlier. If anyone knows how to reset these UPS charts or what the fuck is happening here, please let me know either here or on the DM. But actually, let me ask ChatGPT. ChatGPT got the answer for sure. So I'm on TradingView currently, and price reflected on the TradingView platform is correct, just that the bars are lined up in the wrong place. I know this is a certainty because Thinkorswim is charting the proper bars in the right place. So what could I be? Actually, let's just send it there. Let's see what ChatGPT got to say. Time zone. Oh, I'm fucking stupid, chat. Am I tripping or was I already? I was literally. I knew this shit. I genuinely believe it's the sleep at this point. I knew this. I fucking knew this. Yeah, I literally knew this. Fuck. Lomeli air like Drake air. Hell no, I don't got Drake money yet. This Starlink. Go to Yellowstone, find a yogi and boo boo, and ask them what. That was very specific. Damn. Have you done that before or what? Yeah, daily close under this bar would be nice. Not under this bar, under this level, the 103 level. Which would be, I was looking at the 200. Was it the 200? It was a SMA. Yeah, nice bearish close here under the 103 level, and we have plenty of room here, which is nice. Another name I was looking at was also Tesla, but Tesla seems to be holding pretty nicely here. From a strictly fundamental, fumbled my entry, and I guess I couldn't have done anything given I was on a flight, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. It is what it is, man. So we got the hourly here closing in the next 8 minutes. 8 minutes, chat. 8 minutes. 8 minutos. Hey, Captain, my guy. Is the stream buffering nonstop for you? Fuck. Is it good for other people here watching? No, it wasn't just you. Good now. Okay, cool. Yeah, sorry. I mean, today's the only day that I'm gonna be here using this Wi-Fi, which from the jump, it's not the best. So hopefully, yeah, I'll be at better Wi-Fi on Wednesday. Which unfortunately, chat, I won't be able to stream tomorrow. I'll literally be on a flight. It was the only time I could really get to New York. So yeah, unfortunately, I will be missing tomorrow, which is the only day, hopefully. Yeah, so okay. Yeah, it's good now, I guess. Hmm? Let's see. Why are you in Washington? Handling some personal things. Nothing trading related whatsoever. Fair value got 30-minute. I see. You're right. You are right. Let's see. Yeah, I'm still gonna wait. I'm not liking. Yeah, I'm still gonna wait. Yeah, I see us taking out the 143 before even trading lower at this point. We left behind relative equal highs here at the 15-minute gap entry, so I wouldn't trust that 30-minute myself. If I had the mindset I have now. Do you only visit cities? The currently, yes. So I mean, yes and no. Why not see grand national sites like Grand Canyon or Niagara Falls or Large Mesa? I do. You know what's crazy? Well, I guess I haven't visited those sites specifically, but last year I would do more of a outdoorsy type of travel, I guess you could call it. I don't know. Yeah, just lately I guess I've been more on just changing sceneries and while working, and yeah, and then like Costa Rica, for example, it's one of those hubs that I kind of fell in love with. Which again, I was gonna do Bali, but the time schedule for stream wouldn't have lined up how I wanted it to, given that stream time would have been like 4 a.m. Which I guess now after further thinking, I think it's not the worst. I would just go to bed really, really late. I would have to get acclimated to the schedule and the routine, and the people I'm with have to be acclimated to the schedule and routine, because otherwise I'm gonna just be a fucking outlier there, right? So yeah, I go through waves on how I look at travel, or how I do travel, I guess. Just take it, I guess, day by day, I guess. But partially for me, like I've been kind of exploring these cities too, just to I've been wanting to move, right? And so far the city that I kind of, in the States at least, the city that I kind of or the state, I guess, that I kind of enjoyed a little bit more was Florida. Florida is amazing. The weather, the beach. Yeah, Florida was amazing. And then I think a second contender would be, man, I don't know. They're pretty, it's close between Chicago. New York is cool, but I don't think I would live there per se. California, of course. I think it'd go in this order: Florida, California, Chicago, New York. What's the expiration on the UPS puts? I believe November 11th. November 11th. Let's see. Yeah, 9/11. 9/11. Which I'm currently up on those now. Nothing crazy, but I went from being down on them, or about break even, to now being up. You know what's crazy, Polar Bear? It used to do that for me, and now I guess at least the last couple of weeks I've been scratching the itch more on the swing trading, kind of taking advantage of the sessions that I would be missing for AM due to travel. Yeah, I agree. Whenever, like for example, when I first went to where was it? I think it might have been Miami actually. I remember that week specifically. I was just finding my groove with trading, and that week in Miami, I think I made like $1,500. It's amazing, right? It's fucking amazing. It amplifies the trip. You're like, okay, I can actually do this. Forgot, was it Atlanta or forgot where I went exact? Yeah, I forgot, but I just remember it messing up the whole trip. And not only that, it messes up the trip with who you go with as well. You're in a bad mood, especially in the early stages. Right now, I'm a little bit better at managing emotions in that aspect of like not letting others really know whether I'm green, red, break even, you know. But yeah, trust me, it's a learning curve, but I think it's also approaching it the right way. I'm not on vacation trying to put max risk, or I'm not traveling trying to put max risk on every single position. Like on the meta puts, I'm not in my full size. On the UPS puts, I'm not in full size, right? I'm size that I slightly lower given how I'm managing it, I guess those are a little bit different. But more so intraday. I'm not full in, I'm not sizing in full risk. I'm not trying to essentially, like you said, fuck up the vacation. If you live in, let me see, where are we in price before I yap too long? Still currently holding here, chat. I kind of want to see a deeper, or not kind of, I know I want to see a deeper retracement. The hourly candle just opened, so that would be a retracement back into the hourly gap here. It's kind of what I'm looking for. Hourly, 15-minute, 5-minute. Let's see. See how we react off this general area. We'll see if we retrace back into equilibrium and then get a trade higher. That would be and again, we did invert. Yeah, today's a little tricky, chat, just given where we are. I don't want to fade the draw. Given we did tap into a 30-minute gap entry, 15-minute. Yeah, let's see how we trade here. I can see both things happening, right? I can see us trading back higher into the hourly gap entry to then trade lower into the overall draw, or I can just see us invert this and then trade lower, right? So for now, more hands off. Just given exactly where we are. I live in NYC. If I move, I have to be somewhere warmer. Can't do any colder. Yeah, that's the thing about New York that I kind of don't like. I love warm weather. I love warm weather. You just have insane discipline, so it's fine. My dog. Trust me, though, it's a struggle. You would think that if you have crazy amounts of discipline, like, I forgot where I heard this, but it was a perfect analogy. Take David Goggins. Put him on the screen, tell him to push buttons and see if he's actually disciplined with trading. It's slightly different, honestly. But yeah, it's a learning curve for sure. Now, does it help if you're disciplined outside of life? Sure, 100%. Actually, Fuck, I should probably plug in my laptop here. 1 second. Bro, Adam, that's partially why I just stuck with only NQ. It's part of the thing that I kind of come back to is having the variables stay consistent, right? Because I would take the trade off of the idea that ES is, say I was looking for downside, ES is slightly weaker. Let me take it on ES. As soon as I take it on ES, ES decides to hold, and NQ is the one that dumps, and vice versa. I'd rather just use ES as, this is personal, from personal experience. I'd rather use ES as a extra layer of confirmation, right? And extra level of confirmation, and just strictly trade NQ and keep the variables consistent. We traded down into the equilibrium, I believe, right? Literally, order block. There's 15 minutes, 1 minute, or sorry, 1 hour. Part of me wants to try a long into the hourly gap entry here. We'll see how we hold here. Then again, this is a trade against draw, so it becomes a little lower probability here, if I'm being honest. Yeah, the trade idea comes from the premise that we tapped into OTE. We did invert this gap, but last hourly bar took out the bars prior, the trend bar, closed inside of it. We have a bearish gap that I would essentially is the only area that I would see us retrace into. We retrace back into discount into a 5 minute order block. We'll see if that holds. There you go, 5 minute order block. In discount of the range, 15 minute, 1 minute. Did we get internal? Yes, we got divergence there. Yeah, if we give up that order block here, I would not look to take anything to the upside. That upside trade would be kind of like a rebalance back into the range. 15 minute close in the next 6 minutes. 5 minute close in the next minute. So we'll see how the next minute closes here. For me, if we continue dumping, it's more beneficial given I am in puts. 68, 30, 102. Okay, UPS is looking nice for the close. The UPS daily is looking fucking beautiful. Which on those, I should be up here. Let me see how much. Nice. I'm up 7% on those UPS puts, which those are literally a month out. So yeah, looking good. Looking good into tomorrow. We'll see how we kind of trade overnight. Five minutes should have closed, or it's gonna close here in the next 3 seconds. So we held that, but we got divergence. Yeah, Um, decisions. Five. We're trading inside the CE here of the OTE of the range. All right, this is OTE. There you go. Of the range, let's see if we can hold. As much as I want price to dump from here, I think we rebalance slightly higher. As much as I want us to dump here, I think we do rebalance higher. So long, again, we can hold this general area here, which is OT of the range. It'd be the hourly rejection block, essentially. But again, if we continue lower, by all means, please do so. Please do so. Meta. Yeah, I'm not liking this meta pullback we're getting here. Market close in the next 40 minutes or so, 50 minutes. I got a good entry on meta, but still. 2. Yeah, I would love to see UPS close at low of day here. Or at under pre-market lows. Okay, back to market. Zoom in here. Yeah, let's see what happens here. If we dump here, if we trade below, I'd say the 0.90 level, I would see us taking out prior day low, which is looking like what price wants to do here. We traded into a 30-minute fair value gap. We inverted this 5-minute gap. So it's looking like price does indeed want to trade lower, which is totally fine with me. Again, I was looking for a rebalance back into the hourly gap entry, seeing if we could get that. Otherwise, staying on sidelines. Let's see, back to chat. Where's chat at? Do you have a personal futures account? Yes, I do. If so, do you go heavier on options swing trades or in your personal futures account? It depends, right? Because if I have high conviction on a swing trade, I will go heavy. But if not, I will go very light, right? And for me, like very light would be $500 to $1,500, right? On maybe getting 1 to 3 option contracts. And if I have high conviction, a couple grand, right? And then on for futures, that stays relatively the same size throughout my like the day-to-day, week-to-week. But I would say I would go heavier on a more, and keep in mind, I just started swinging again about a month or 2 ago. I took a break off of it for about 6 months, but I guess on options, given I'm sizing for 0, What is CE of? Okay, so CE of OT. All it is when there's a trend, or not even a. This is, yeah, it's looking like it wants the 0 to. Yeah, it's looking like it wants 30 Friday low essentially. The CEOTE is basically the 0.62 to 0.79 of the fib, right? The midway point of that level would be an area where price would look for price to reject from if we were bullish, right? If we give that up, however, I would anticipate lower prices. Yeah, I'm not shorting here. Not shorting here whatsoever. Whatsoever, chat. Whatsoever. Five minute. Remove that. Do we take out the low on ES? Relative equal lows here on ES. Yeah, I see that now. Small little gap entry here. Yeah, we just tapped into the gap here on ES here. Let's see, hourly. Yeah, it's a tricky spot to short, if I'm being honest, Jet. I'm trying to really find something for stream here, but yeah, the only thing I would say is a short off this area is about the only area that I would see as a potential area to actually put on risk. But again, we do have a unmitigated hourly gap entry after retracing into OTE of this larger leg, right? Swing low to high. OTE is kind of where we're currently at. We're retracing back into the 15-minute order block, which is literally just a range, honestly, at this point. We tapped into the fair value gap there on the 5-minute. The 5-minute order block. There's a 1-minute order block here as well. Yeah, I'm looking at price here, see how we react off this general area. Kind of looking to see, it's one of those areas where price could go either or, but I'm kind of looking at the smaller time frames to determine whether we go higher to rebalance or go lower towards draw. Again, higher time frame draw for me is lower for the week and for the session, but on an internal basis, we have to pull back before we move lower. Now the question is, do we move lower from here or do we pull back? Let me see. Minute, 15-minute. Minute. Okay, I'm gonna try a short here. Let me see. Let me wait for price here and be a little bit more patient. But I'm looking, my eyes are on a short. into the end of day here, which I'm gonna take a stab here. So, all right, I'm trying shorts here. Stop at 125. Targets would be the 0. Let's do 0.30. $0.30 level would be the targets, and which I guess you could have a tighter stop, but I'm giving this some room for about a 2-hour trade here. Now, if this plays out and the swing positions can close slightly lower, that would be nice. What was I gonna do? I was gonna look at, oh yeah, ES level would be, you have an hourly gap entry here. Okay, yeah, let's see what we get here, chat. Let's see what we get here. Fuck. You guys are gonna have to excuse me. I'm gonna leave the P&L running. Actually, let's leave the chart running. I'll update the P&L. Let me find the bathroom in here. I have no idea where the bathroom is. Give me literally like not even 5 minutes. Like a minute. Literally, I'll be back in a minute, chat. 1 second. Leave the mic. I'll hop off here soon. 5 more minutes. We ran into an issue, chat. I'm back. I forgot to bring my mic cord. And I'm using the only charger cord that we have for the iPhone, but we should be good. Or maybe I can plug in my AirPods, or sorry, my wired ones for the later end of stream. Yeah, let's do that, and then you can use the charger. For Project 365, have y'all ever considered having guest traders on? Yeah, everything's on. Everything's open for debate. I mean, we're just it's literally just the initial stages of what should be something big. So everything is nothing's a no. Yeah, we're fucking pumping right now. My what? My position? Meta is good. Everything's in profit. I just got into a... Huh? UPS is slightly... Yeah, UPS is looking good actually for close. It was roughly around break even. Right now it's up 8% essentially. Yeah, 8%. Meta is back. It's still up. It's 30% roughly. And my QQQ puts are still down slightly, not much. But even then, on those QQQ puts, I was sized slightly lower. So it's overall good. Overall good, chat. Let's see. Let me see. Where are we at on stream? Where are we at? Oh, I have a fucking... I don't know if this is a pimple or a... I hit my head on the I was sleeping. I turned around, I reached down and I banged my head on the corner. On the corner. But it feels like a pimple too, so it's kind of weird. I'm just seeing it right now. Yeah, if you haven't already, chat, like the video. Make sure you like the video and subscribe, right? Code RAKE on any firm would work. You got Lucid, Tradeify, TPT, Funded Seat. Back to my desk. We trading with 1 hour of sleep. Fuck yeah. Yeah, let's see what we get here. Honestly, let's see if we get an end of day dump. Let's put an alert here. And what's your phone at? Oh, okay. That's fine. Oh yeah, we're good. We're good. We are good. Let's see how this 5-minute bar closes here. If we close towards the lower end of this bar, that would be very ideal. Meta 15-minute hourly. What's that? Yeah, I'll take it down right now. I'll take it for you right now. Oh. Yeah, UPS is looking to close very good. This is although I'm up more on Meta, UPS has the most potential in my opinion. SMA. Settings. 200. Yeah, this has room. This has room. The next level, if you guys are using rake levels, which for swings I sometimes for the most part do, would be right under 100, which would be 98.91. But ideally, the level I'd be targeting would be the swing low here. UPS is moving lower now. Let's see where we at. Man, I should travel with a mouse because this shit is not Okay, that's a beautiful 5-minute close. Let's see if we can continue. It's a beautiful 5-minute close. If we break the low, I would move that stop through that swing low here on the 5-minute. We essentially hit a level here on ES. But again, the next level would be 7764 here on ES. I'm paying attention to meta. I would love to see us close under 570 for the New York session. And UPS again, it's looking fucking beautiful. Fucking beautiful for UPS. Fucking beautiful. That UPS play is a play I've been waiting on for the last 2 weeks. And again, I got contracts out of the money, which sorry, not out of I bought myself time with those contracts. I'm up 11% on the, or shit, sorry, 16%. So yeah, we'll see if UPS can pay and Meta can pay. That will essentially be very very good here. Yeah, there's relative weakness on NQ here. Shit, it's 1232. Okay, chat. I think I'm gonna see. I guess I could stay on. Let me do it. I'll stay on, chat. I'll stay on given I do have time. My girlfriend's gonna shower. I'll stay on. I just need to hand her this cord. Luckily, she brought a charger. Otherwise, I would have been using my... No, you could use it. I'm gonna go upstairs. I know, I'm gonna go upstairs. And just use the other ones while you... Huh? Okay. Never mind, chat. We're good. We're chilling. Let me go upstairs. Or actually, never mind. Yeah, I should just stay here. Never mind. Patience pays. I got to pay out last week and was trying to build a big buffer on my funded. Okay, nice. Can UPS get a close under 102 for the session? If we do so, that would be amazing. On UPS, I got a pretty good entry. I'm not gonna lie, I got a good entry on those. I got $100 puts expiring 9/11, and for this, it was a pretty good entry. I got in roughly. What was that? Once I landed somewhere in this range. Yeah, UPS is the one I'm most excited for. Like I keep saying, over and over and over again. NQ. Looks like NQ might want to go rebalance that gap. We'll see what we get here. 1234. Yeah, there's really not much we could have done here for PM, right? Other than fading this high, which was 1150 into the low. Probably covered once we got divergence, but other than that, we've kind of just been ranging after a nice decent, I wouldn't call it dump, but nice decent slow trend lower. All right, let's see if we get a dump here into close. Chat, is stream buffering for you guys or no, or is it working? Let's see. Testing. Chat, can you guys hear me? All right, cool. Yeah, I think it's the Wi-Fi. Yeah, I think it's the Wi-Fi, but it's back. We seem to be back here. Where's mine? Okay. Let's see. I'll probably stay on. My girlfriend's showering. I'll probably stay on here for. Actually, I showered in the morning. Yeah, I'll probably stay on here until she's ready, and then more than likely gonna go get food. I am starving. Seems like. You ever plan trades just to take something else and lose just to watch? Yeah, brother, 100. Yeah, I've had that shit happen to me countless of times, and fucking sucks. It's worse when you plan a trade, you don't trade the plan, and you take something else that was outside the plan, and just to see the plan play out. The plan was planning, if that makes sense. Let's see. Insanely frustrating. Yeah, it's frustrating for sure. Gonna record a quick clip for the YouTube video here. All right, currently on stream. Towards the later end of stream here, 12:38 in shorts, in meta puts, which are currently going lower. So long we hold under 570 would be nice. UPS would love to see it close at low of day, which we currently just took out low of day, and also in QQQ puts. So let's see how we close here into the session. Chat, I fucking suck at making videos. Half the shit I'd be recording don't even doesn't even make it. But fuck it, man. Yeah, it doesn't move because I have to keep going back and forth. I'm on my laptop. I don't know why it does that. How's the volume here? Let me see. And break with big volume. Which again, I'm not really, I don't really look at volume, but I want to see if it was confirming or not, which it isn't. But it is what it is, man. Come on, already push, man. Are you looking for longs, brother? You might be. You might have taken this one. Stop is here on 125. You might have taken this one, man. Yeah, it makes sense, right? A rebalance back into the hourly gap entry, which is honestly what I was waiting for. But for the sake of stream, I was willing to take a stab here. Again, the risk was small. It was across multiple accounts, so doesn't hurt me now. Was it the greatest setup? No, but the draw is lower, so it was withdrawal. The smaller time frames were confirming, so it was worth a take. We'll see if it plays out still. Why don't you re-enter bias? Because my stop was placed at the high, and I'm technically still not wrong, right? Like this can dump and continue lower, and I can still be right. So the trade idea came off of if I was bullish. Let's see. If I was bullish, this area of interest here should have held. Now we rebalanced off of a 30-minute bearish gap after inverting this this hourly gap in discount. Not only discount OTE. So I think that we rebalanced back up into premium was valid. That's why I set my stop a little bit wider. Given that if we trade back up into over OTE, I'm more than likely wrong, and that high would more than likely get taken, right? So yeah, that's kind of the trade idea I have, or what I took, I guess. UPS, we're almost at low of day here, or we. Yeah, I'm gonna stick around for the MOC or whatever it's called, the last 10 minutes to see what we get. See what we get, chat. Yeah, so far so good though. Shit, I just realized I gotta charge my phone. We brought one iPhone charger for the mic, for my phone, for my girlfriend's phone, for the iPad. We'll probably have to buy one here later today. What the fuck was that, Tesla? Where are you traveling to? I was in Chicago, literally last night. Currently in Seattle right now, and going to New York tomorrow. No, I mean, if you trade your plan, whatever your plan was, I think it's okay to stick with it. Just because I'm short and you're long doesn't mean I'm right and you're wrong, right? It's all probabilities at the end of the day. And if this trade I can see this trade moving higher, so I can see your trade working, right? So this trade was more so on draw and on the idea that the smaller time frames weren't really delivering how I wanted us to deliver if we wanted to see higher prices. But with how we're hovering, we're not really moving lower, so that's the first initial sign that I'm probably wrong on this trade, right? But again, we still haven't hit my stop, which is still technically not wrong per se, but I'm not where I want price to be, which is in profit, of course. We'll see. The next 4 minutes should either take me out or move past low of day right at 1250. So we'll see what that brings. And at that point, I'll probably look to hop off. Oh shit, I just realized my head was out of the picture here. Any of you guys live in Washington? Any of you guys in chat live in Washington by any chance? Shit, do you? What part of Washington do you live in? Linwood. Let me see. I gotta look that up to see where it's at. How far is that from Seattle? Oh, I see. 13 miles. Oh shit, yeah, not far. Northland with fire, fire. Any good food spots to check out in Seattle that you know of? Queen Anne. Got a killer view? Let me see. Queen Anne. I'll look it up here. I can't find it. Yeah, we have a bearish 15-minute BPR. I think that's the line in the sand. If that can't hold, then the hourly gap entry would be the draw here. So let's see how that holds. Yeah, more so what I'm kind of looking at here is Meta UPS closing under certain levels. UPS, I would love to see it close on the 101s. And Meta, just so long it closes under 570, which right now it's currently looking good. 10 seconds here for MOC. We'll see if I get ticked out or if we push higher. It's looking like it wants to push higher for MOC. So 15-minute bar is trading lower here. Let's see if we can go from green to red. So far, nice displacement there. Yeah, 10 more minutes, chat, on the market close, and I'll probably hang around here for the next couple minutes. Again, code RAKE on every single firm. Lucid, Tradeify would get you the best code, or not the best code, the best deal. And not only that, but helps the channel. All right, forgot about. Okay, nice. UPS crossing low of day. Nice, 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 nice. All right, forgot we are now in MacBook Pro speakers. Play some music here. Nipsey. Play some Nipsey. You know what? Let's play some. Fuck it, some Nipsey. UPS at okay, yeah, UPS is looking beautiful. Fucking beautiful for UPS. I'll post my UPS position here on Instagram after market closes. Let's see. Yeah, we're coming back into my entry price, but let's see if we actually have enough momentum to trade into the target. Yeah, if ES can get to the next level, I would go break even, assuming we're at low of day. Yeah, that 15-minute bar is looking amazing. Yeah, like this 1, 2, 3 pattern on ES. It's 12:53. UPS around 102. Yeah, I'm excited for these swings. If ES and NQ can hold, I really think UPS and Meta can trade lower this week. So long NQ can hold. That's all I'm asking from you, NQ. Hold, even if you don't want to trend lower, just fucking hold. Just fucking hold, man. There we go. There we go. Last 5 minutes. Let's see if we get a dump the last 5 minutes. That would be nice. Meta is not dumping. Not at all. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Do we get TP here in the last 5 minutes? Who knows? Who knows? But we broke out of low of day here. Let's see. Again, once ES can break below 7764, I would move break even on NQ's position. Targeting prior day lows. So far, so good, chat. So far, so good, man. Market closed in the next 4 minutes, so just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind, chat. My QQs should be, let me see. Alex, if you're still in here, brother, you fumbled those QQQ puts, G. Never let a hard time humble us. Low of day got broken. Considering going break even. But bump this shit, G. I got you, my dog. Got you, my dog. Man, contemplating going break even, just given that market's literally gonna close here soon. Yeah, that's what sucks about trading this late into stream, or sorry, into the session, into the market in general, is that sometimes you have to close positions given just time, right? I don't want to hold this into tomorrow, or sorry, until later. Yeah, fuck it, I'll hold this. Adrian, you about to crash it on the Sonic worker or what? Hell yeah, Trader Chubbs. Wait, where do you live? All right, market closes in a minute here. GG's. I'm in Mount Prosp. Where's that at? Trader Chubbs had to rewind because sound was off. Oh, my bad. Yeah, I've been having a little yeah, I think the Wi-Fi connection here at this Airbnb isn't the greatest. The market closed here. Meta closed the daily. Let's see how the daily closed. So I'm currently holding Meta puts. Meta puts are looking amazing. Holding UPS puts, which are looking fucking great. This position is the one I'm excited for the most. The UPS puts. So long we can hold under 103. I think these are amazing. And of course, still holding QQQ puts from last Thursday. Looking for lower prices on every single thing. Yeah, tomorrow if we get another trend bar, we'd probably be looking to close Meta puts. Meta puts into the 540 level. UPS next level I have would be the 99-ish, let's say. And QQ's target would be 715. We'll see if we can get that later in the week. And as far as this intraday setup here, the branch managers currently hovering around break even. Market's gonna, do I want to keep holding? That's a question. Market close, it's Monday, let's take it. God damn, that was loud. I'm just gonna take it. Market closed. We can continue. Probably the wrong choice here, decision, but yeah, it's Monday. Didn't really make anything on here or lose anything at all. Was up about close to 1R. Was aiming more for a 2R trade. I mean, but yeah, what else can you really expect from PM, right? We sold off after ranging through AM and took a trade literally where the trading window is, was in drawdown for a bit, in profit for a bit, and just closed out right around break even on this short trade. Meta, UPS. Yeah, UPS is looking amazing. Extended. UPS is looking great. I created a whole game plan on the flight to on a flight to Chicago, which let me show you guys. ChatGPT did amazing. I was kind of doing some research, and on the back end, I do this much research, but I never really. Let me see. Let me show you guys. So if you guys want a screenshot, which there, which was literally just a the thesis was that the transferred ETF is trending higher. We got a failure to go higher last week. Let me turn this down. UPS is showing relative weakness after earnings beat, gap down and holding gap, key level at 103 to watch. Broader market is at an area of quote unquote resistance for myself on both NQ and ES. I mentioned that the broader market NQ would want to see the, let me make it smaller now, would want to see the 4-hour gap go invert as an extra layer of confirmation, which was this 4-hour gap that we're still currently in, right? Remove. We're still currently in. So after this goes invert, I can see price moving lower on UPS for sure. Not for sure, but be more convicted. So yeah, basically the plan was $100 puts as a strike price, 4 to 6 weeks out. Yeah, and then I just added names that we have on watch for the week, which were the earnings play, or not the earnings, the earnings that we had on watch this week were things such as Walmart, Target, Home Depot, Lowe's, etc. Yeah, ChatGPT was amazing for that. I just kind of talked it through what I was looking for, and it created that little game plan there. But yeah, no, fuck yeah. And let's see, which I'll probably start doing more often. Yeah, so now, yeah, I just took a screenshot of my current option holdings, which I'll probably post on my Instagram here after stream, and kind of keep you guys updated with that, right? Intraday. Again, we can say I didn't take anything given I'm fucking break even, which I did took one trade. I took one trade close for break even. So off to a good start in my books, right? Yeah. That's basically it for me, chat. Let me see. Bro, literally, Trader Chubbs. Every time I say that, I always hesitate. I'm like, all right, nothing's for sure. But yeah, that's it for me. Instagram is at Lomeli Trades. So let me put that, link that down below. Got you. At Lomeli Trades. Lomeli, and that's my YouTube there, which I should have a video up and going at the end of this week, which would probably more than likely be a Chicago, Seattle, and New York together. So stay tuned for that. And that's my Instagram down below. The fuck is this? I'm actually gonna get right into it. Now we're trending lower, huh? Fucking NQ. So yeah, the draw for this overall trade, if you're still in, was prior day lows. Appreciate you, Lomeli. Enjoy Seattle. Do a food tour of the public market. Fuck yeah, yeah. No, I was here a couple months ago, actually. So I'm kind of low key. I kind of want to stay. I'm in the vibe to just stay in here and just order DoorDash and just fucking sleep. That's the type of vibe I'm on. But yeah, I'm gonna see. I'm gonna go out for sure and see what I get, but more than likely probably come back in and hibernate. But yeah, that's it for me, chat. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for Ron coming up here in a couple hours. Literally exactly 3 hours from now, Ron will be on. And then you have Azang. Azang has been crushing it for London session. It'll be live. What is it? 10 p.m. 1 a.m. to 3 p.m. 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. Eastern. And then you have Jake, the man himself, tomorrow morning for New York AM. And unfortunately, again, I won't be on for PM tomorrow, given I will be in a flight. But I will be back on Wednesday in New York. So you guys will see me in New York. Yeah. You ready for the 10-year wedding? Fuck yeah, Adam. No, but yeah, sounds good, chat. Enough yapping for me. Stayed on for a little bit longer. Almost 3 hour stream. Fuck yeah. Hope you guys at least caught some sort of narrative. And if you guys don't swing at all, sorry to bore you with my positions. But yeah, it's something I don't know if I'll continue doing, but so long I see setups and I have the mental capital to do so, I'll probably continue taking advantage of them. And yeah, that's it for me, chat. Catch y'all later, man. Hugs and kisses for the chat. Have a good day. All right, later, chat.